Alright, boom. So, Pete, my bad. I was just checking the camera. I wasn't trying to be all up on you like that. My bad. How your day going before we even get started? I know your day is going lovely. I know it is. Don't tell me nothing different. This video about to be so fire, bro. 10 creepy animals that can enter the human body. I think about this all the time. Like, bro, what if something get in my body and I can't get it out? I'm aware of a botfly. I bet that is on here. Real quick, then we're gonna start the story. Other day, bro, I'm just getting out the car. And I don't know if it was like a gnat, a fly, whatever, something, bro. I just looked and it was just like, boom, and flew my eye. So I hella couldn't get it out. So I'm like hella blinking, cause I'm like, I'm about to kill this little nigga. I'm like hella blinking, trying to kill the fly, whatever, but I can't get out. So the whole day, I'm tripping. Like, what if this little dude is in there eating my eye and I don't even know it? So you know when you get in your head and you legit start telling yourself there that's not there. I'm like, bro, he probably in my brain by now, bro. I got COVID. I'm sorry, bro, I was tripping. But look, luckily that's in the past, so obviously I live. But to this day, legend has it, bro, it's still in my face, bro. But check out 10 creepy animals that can enter the human body, but they will kill you. In terms of the video, my bad for the long intro. It will be in the description below. I got bars, but let's go. Damn.
Number 10. Roundworms. Filarial worms, also known as roundworms, can wreak havoc on human health. They typically enter the bloodstream through mosquito bites and actively target the lymphatic system. They're linked to a condition known as elephantiasis tropica, which causes severe and painful swelling in the legs, arms, breasts, and genitals. The skin may also become thicker, causing sufferers to experience pain. In developing countries, the debilitating condition also carries a social stigma, with sufferers often becoming ostracized. The case reports on elephantiasis are among the most gruesome of all parasitic diseases. Mohammed Mushtaq from Pakistan pleaded with doctors to amputate his leg after it got so swollen that it weighed 330 pounds. The feet of one Indian woman got incredibly swollen from a very young age, so much so that she was never able to wear shoes. One Kenyan man had to undergo surgery for
So if this happened, that's crazy, just simply from a mosquito. It's crazy how much stuff in this world to kill you. Pete, there's no cure for it? If it happened, is it just like good luck? That's it, 4 foot. Stop.
That she was never able to wear shoes. One Kenyan man had to undergo surgery for scrotal elephantiasis as he suffered from a 4-foot penis and 11-pound testicles. In a similar case, American man Wesley Warren Jr.'s scrotum weighed 100 pounds. Some roundworm species, namely Onchocerca volvus, are known to cause river blindness. On a global scale, it's the second most common cause of blindness resulting from infection. Number 9. Hookworms. When viewed close up through a microscopic lens,
they hook onto
hookworm is arguably
I think I heard about them ones.
The most terrifying parasites on our list.
It is?
2 species, Ancylostoma duodenal and Nicator americanus, are known to commonly infect humans. The former has 2 rows of teeth, while the latter has a pair of cut-in plates.
Damn.
They live in animal feces, and the larvae enter the human body by burrowing through the skin. One of the most common ways in which people get infected is by walking barefoot on contaminated soil. Florida teenager Michael Dumas, for example, got a bad...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My eyes starting to hurt again. Cuz back. I don't know if it's just because I'm tripping out for watching this number, bro. He in there eating again. Cuz hungry. This nigga put some hot sauce on my eye. What if it's a female, bro, and she had like babies?
Contaminated soil. Florida teenager Michael Dumas, for example, got a bad hookworm infection in his foot after his friends buried him in the sand. Doctors found hookworms, one of which was close to 3 inches long, crawling under Dumas' skin. He was given antibiotics, steroids, and anti-parasitic medication, but was still in pain even a month after the incident. Hookworms will typically settle in the small intestine and rely on the human body for nutrition. Aside from fatigue, weakness, and abdominal pain, they are also known to affect the physical and mental development of young children. Number 8. Whipworms. Much like hookworms, whipworms enter the human body via contaminated soil. Eggs are primarily transmitted through dirty hands or unwashed fruits and vegetables. As the larvae hatch, they take up residence in the large intestine, The most common symptom of heavy infection is painful bowel movements, which contain a mixture of blood, mucus, and water. Severe complications include appendicitis, rectal prolapse, or bloody diarrhea. In children, whipworm infection can cause nutritional deficiency, as well as impede cognitive growth and development. Whipworms aren't by any means recent human parasites. In a Turkish historic village, microscopic eggs were found in human feces samples going back more than 9,000 years.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Number 7. Toxoplasma.
It's legit just crazy to think about how much stuff in this world that can actually kill you or just hurt you, harm you, whatever. It's hella crazy to think about. It's so many mistakes you can make throughout the day that can legit F you up and you don't even know it. And sometimes you ain't even trying to do it. Some people be clean as hell. I'm hella clean, bro, in my eye to this day. Hey, stop looking at my eye. Ain't nothing wrong with my eye. It is something wrong with my eye. But real talk, though, all jokes aside, this is why I be doing this flushing, bro. I be flushing myself out like, because I eat a lot of bad, but I eat a lot of good, too. And you still looking at my eye. I do a flush like once every other month. I try to do a little more, sometimes twice. But it make you boo-boo. But, bro, if, like, you get legit for yourself, cleaning yourself out, you get, like, more energy, too, man. I got a good recipe I'm going to send to you.
Whipworms aren't by any means recent human parasites. In a Turkish historic village, microscopic eggs were found in human feces samples going back more than 9,000 years. Number 7. Toxoplasma gondii. Toxoplasma gondii is a parasite capable of infecting any warm-blooded creature. But so far, cats are its only known definitive hosts. The parasite spreads to humans via exposure to infected cat feces, but can also be contracted from various contaminated meats.
Oh, that's why I don't eat that much meat.
It causes a condition called toxoplasmosis, which in people with weak immune systems can cause seizures and poor coordination. It's particularly dangerous for expecting mothers, since it can be transmitted to unborn fetuses through the placenta. Congenital toxoplasmosis increases the risk of miscarriage, while the infant may also suffer from blindness, epilepsy, or severe mental abnormalities. In the US, an estimated 750 people succumb to toxoplasmosis each year, with nearly half of those cases being associated with tainted meats. The CDC recommends proper food preparation and for cat owners to...
I ain't gonna cat, bro. I be cooking the hell out of my meat. Pause. Especially now that I know that toxoplasmosis, I said that right. Toxoplasmosis. Bro, for one, I don't even eat that much meat, bro. Meat scare me. Perfect example, bro. I just made some fire-ass ground turkey lasagna because I don't mess with beef. I don't eat pork. I hardly mess with beef. When it was done, I don't like the way ground turkey smelled, though. I'm like, I ain't eating this, bro. There's too much meat in this. Everybody like, this fire. This is hella good. Boom, boom, boom. I can't. Meat. Lately, like, meat been scary. Like, my girl, like, first she got mad, but now she joke about it. Because, bro, I remember one time I made these burgers. Them was fire. I dressed them up, everything. Boom, boom, boom. Me and my girl gave to eat. I said, I looked at it. I'm like, I ain't eating that. That's hella meat. I don't like that, dog. But I can't go vegetarian because I be loving chicken wings.
The CDC recommends proper food preparation and for cat owners to regularly change litter boxes so as to prevent a buildup of the parasite in their homes. Number 6. Tapeworms.
See? I heard about I said botfly.
Tapeworms are for good reason among the most dreaded human parasites. Eggs may be transmitted through soil or fecal matter, but the most common means of human infection is through consuming raw or undercooked meat.
Stop playing with me.
Tinea solium is a type of tapeworm that comes from pork, while Tinea saginata is found in beef. The eggs typically become attached to the gastrointestinal wall. Once the eggs hatch, the larvae start depriving the host of nutrients and may grow for years without being detected. Adults are hermaphrodites and may actually produce more eggs inside their host. Tapeworm infections aren't typically deadly, but in severe cases may cause loss of appetite and emaciation. However, it's possible that the larvae start penetrating the intestinal wall.
Oh.
Once they enter the bloodstream, they're basically on a highway connecting various muscle tissues. The most dangerous aspect is that the tapeworms can actually travel to the central nervous system. They become lodged at the site, causing a condition called neurocysticercosis.
Oh, I can't
Cysts
say that.
start forming in the brain, which can lead to blindness, epilepsy.
Bro, like I was gonna say last time, people be laughing at me when I'm like, bro, when I do get my meat, I get it cooked. I don't really eat steak, but I'm like, bro, if I do get it, I'm like, bro, I don't care what you say. You probably still chewing on it. Yep, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Stop playing with me. Cook the hell out of it. No pink, no blood, no juice, no water, nothing. Only juices that be on it. I want mine like a hockey puck with butter on it. I don't care, dog. You're not handing me no undercooked meat. I'm not eating that, dog. Get that out my face. Before you get
Cysts start forming in the brain, which can lead to blindness, epileptic seizures, lesions, or tumor-like growths. The condition is associated with major neurological problems and even death. It's been described as a hidden pandemic, the leading cause of seizures worldwide, and is suspected of being the most common parasitic disease of the brain. Reports of tapeworm infections describe nightmarish situations. In 2019, a Chinese construction worker was found with over 700 tapeworm cysts in his body, including in the brain and lungs. A Thai man was horrified when he pulled a live tapeworm out of his backside. The stretched out worm reportedly measured close to 30 feet. One man had a 5-foot tapeworm removed through his nostril, and he'd reportedly been living with the parasite for 15 years.
How?
Since tapeworms are hard to detect and victims are often asymptomatic, they can live inside the human body for up to 3 decades and can potentially grow to be 80 feet long. Number 5. Blood flukes. Blood flukes are parasitic flatworms commonly found in standing bodies of water, such as ponds or lakes. Larvae will pass through intermediate snail hosts before the worms enter a new developmental phase in which they're capable of burrowing through human skin. They'll enter blood vessels and migrate to the intestines, urinary tract, and, in rare cases, vital organs. In 2019, an unnamed Mexican man was found with flukes clinging to the walls of his liver. Blood flukes can thrive inside the human body for decades. They cause a condition called schistosomiasis, also known as snail fever.
What? I swear he made that up. I don't know if y'all ever seen the South Park episode, bro, but every time I see it, it gets stuck in my head. Oh, that says my shizas. I don't know what he's saying, but okie dokie. It gets stuck in my head, and that's what he said. That I thought about that. Talking to y'all is just like, y'all so childish, bro. I can't talk to y'all.
They cause a condition called schistosomiasis, also known as snail fever.
Schistosomiasis.
It's been described as the second most devastating parasitic disease after malaria. It can lead to learning difficulties and poor growth in children. People who've been infected for a long time may suffer kidney failure, liver damage, infertility, or bladder cancer. According to the World Health Organization, over 200 million people are infected each year, and about 200,000 die as a result of schistosomiasis. Since the disease is spread by contact,
that's why it's like he said ass, because it ain't no dab.
With contaminated fresh water, access to clean water, and limiting the number of snails are the best preventative measures. Praziquantel is a type of medication that's effective both as a preventive treatment and as therapy for those infected. Number 4. Ticks. Ticks are definitely among the creepiest and deadliest invaders of the human body. Even though they only burrow on the surface of the skin, these tiny bloodsuckers are host to a number of infectious viruses, bacteria, and protozoa. There's a long list of tick-borne disease that includes Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and Lyme disease. Ticks are part of the arachnid family, known for other ill-reputed members such as spiders and scorpions. Ticks need blood in order to survive and transition from one stage of life to the other. Since they can't jump or fly, many species have adapted their feeding strategies. They'll resort to some...
Bro, I'm feeling stuff on me now, bro. That sure, those spiders got me tripped out. That's it. And if I was still living in Arizona at the time, The scorpion part would have tripped me out. Because Arizona be having scorpions.
Many species have adapted their feeding strategies. They'll resort to something called questing. This involves clinging onto leaves or grass and holding their first pair of legs outstretched, ready to climb onto a host. Once they find a suitable spot, ticks will attach themselves firmly and use their mouth parts to pierce through the skin. As they feed on the host's blood, their pear-shaped bodies become grossly engorged. In addition to the many diseases they carry, ticks also have a neurotoxin in their salivary gland, which can cause tick paralysis. The potentially deadly disease has symptoms similar to anaphylaxis. The Australian paralysis tick, which has claimed a number of lives in its native habitat, can inject neurotoxic venom.
Man, what is up with the bugs over there in Australia? They be dumb and huge and deadly.
A number of lives in its native habitat can inject neurotoxic venom directly into its host. Number 3, pinworms.
I'm surprised I saw botfly yet.
Pinworms are among the most common types of intestinal worm infections in the developed world. They're known to cause a disease called enterobiasis. These thin white worms grow to be about the size of a staple. Pinworms' eggs are swallowed, commonly as the consequence of contaminated hands, food, or other items. Enterobiasis can develop in people regardless of age, but is most common in children. That's because nail biting and finger sucking occur more frequently in—
Bro, my son be killing me having his whole hand in his mouth. Little nigga will catch enterobiasis. Gotta chill that out.
Most common in children. That's because nail biting and finger sucking occur more frequently in this age group. Pinworms spread via the fecal-oral route and initially settle in the anus, where they can survive for up to 3 weeks. The most common symptom is itching in the area as the eggs start hatching and worms begin to wiggle around. Such infections are rarely deadly. However, prompt treatment, usually with mebendazole, is the best course of action as it prevents the worms from spreading. One particularly horrifying case occurred in the UK in 2016. An unnamed teenage girl went to the emergency room, complaining of nausea and pain in her right side. Doctors initially suspected appendicitis, but later found that her appendix was teeming with pinworms. They swiftly removed the organ, then used the suction pipe to prevent stray worms from falling into the teenager's abdominal cavity. Number 2, lower lower.
Lower lower.
Commonly found in Africa, the lower lower is colloquially known as the eye worm. It's transmitted through the bite of the mango fly or deer fly.
Nigga, do I got lower lower? Oh God! I'm so sorry for hollering in your ear. I'm so sorry. Oh my mama, bro! If I die from lower lower. If you come to my funeral on some bullshit, this the only nigga I know that died from lower lower. Charlie stupid. I like it was gold, bro. Bro, I'm gonna get on my next video like this. Like, bro, if you want to like and subscribe, comment. I'm trying your eye gone. I know I got lower. I'm so sorry. Oh. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. All jokes aside. Stop playing. Bro, I thought the whole eyeball was good. That looks creepy, dog. Stop playing with me, man.
Commonly found in Africa, the lower lower is colloquially known as the eye worm. It's transmitted through the bite of the mango fly or deer fly and migrates through human subcutaneous tissues at the skin's lowest layer. Infection causes a condition called lower lower filariasis. The creepiest aspect is that the worm is somewhat of a specialist at infecting the human eye, where it can live for several years.
Oh, gosh.
While it doesn't typically affect vision, the victim might actually feel pain as the worm's moving inside. Depending on the severity of the infection, treatments range from medication to surgical removal. In recent years, there was one case of an Indian woman with a lower lower worm living behind her cornea. She'd arrived at a medical facility with extremely bloodshot eyes and an inflamed iris.
Stop looking in my eye, dog. Damn, you get on my nerves,
It wasn't long before the worm was discovered. Her condition was rather unusual, given the large size of the worm at slightly over 0.4 inches, and the fact that it's quite rare in India. Doctors ultimately removed the worm by numbing it with medication and then going through the woman's nasal cavity for extraction.
Before we continue, official They Will Kill You merchandise is now available at theywillkillyou.com.
That shirt clean, ain't gonna cap.
Stop clowning around and check it out, because your purchases really help support the channel.
Hey, that shirt clean. I like that.
Number 1. Screwworm.
What? No botfly? Okay.
Cochleomya hominivorox, the larval stage of the screwworm fly, has adapted to feeding on the exposed flesh of warm-blooded animals, including humans. In other words, the screwworm is capable of eating humans alive. Females will lay hundreds of eggs inside open flesh, such as wounds, ears, or navels. Infestation of a live vertebrate is called myisis. The larvae hatch and start feeding into the surrounding flesh, burrowing or screwing deeper into the tissue as they go.
Oh my gosh.
As they chew through healthy tissue, the worms may cause severe damage and even the death of the host. Rochelle Harris was returning to the UK from a holiday in Peru when she started experiencing mild headaches. Harris soon developed excruciating pain on one side of her face and heard strange scratching sounds in her head. Doctors were shocked to discover that maggots were living inside her ear canal when they tried.
Hey, bro, I be thinking about that, bro. Like, what if, like, you just laying over there and something just crawling your ear? Because you can't really get nothing out your ear.
Doctors were shocked to discover that maggots were living inside her ear canal. When they tried to remove them, the screwworms retreated towards her head. They ultimately discovered 8 large specimens living inside. The risks were plentiful. They could have chewed through facial nerves, causing face paralysis or migrate to the brain and cause meningitis or fatal bleeding. Fortunately, Harris didn't suffer any long-term side effects after the screwworms were successfully removed. Thanks for watching. Would you rather contract flesh-eating maggots or walk a tightrope above watching? Would you rather contract flesh-eating maggots or walk a tightrope above crocodile-infested waters?
That's a good-ass question. Pete, let me tell you which one I'm going to go with and why. I'm not walking no tightrope above no crocodiles, because for one, I'm clumsy. I'm going to fall, and if you fall, it's a GG. More than likely, you're dead on that one. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you an Olympic motherfucker. Maybe you know how to do it, so you do it. I'm going to go with the maggots, the reason why. I can go to the doctor like, yo, I need some antibiotics or all this stuff, boom, boom. Whatever they going to do to me, I'm not a doctor. They ain't going to get me right and get that out of me. I heard about people having maggots in them and getting the maggots out of them. That maggots ain't that bad. My eye hurt. I'm scared. Real talk, all just aside. This just made me think of, so I keep my hands on my mouth a lot. Like, I do that a lot. And watching him say that, like, yeah, he right, I need to stop doing that. But it made me think of this, well, people turn it into a meme. It's the funniest ish ever. Look, all right, so it was this woman. It was around the time when C19 was like first coming. And so she's like reading stuff like, yeah, and the best way to avoid it, boom, boom, is, I forgot the exact word. She's like, yeah, keep your hands out of your mouth or something like that. And then she said it, she licked her fingers and turned the page. Look, I'm sorry, I thought of that. All right, look, I love memes. Ignore me, all right? But when he said that, and I was like, dang, my fingers on my lip, I always think of, oh, girl, that was the funniest ish ever. But yo, my bad, my phone's ringing. But yo, I ain't got no good words for you today. Usually I hit you with a good quote, you know, some good happy words. That way when I kick you out the crib, you can leave with a good mindset, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing today. I'm chilling today. I'm about to play some Overwatch. Probably chill on COD with my partner for a bit. Have me a good night and chill. Probably watch me some BMF later. Watch me some BTS fan cams, because hell, people went to the show. I ain't even get to go. But I'm out. Tell you all the time, man. I love y'all. I love me. But I'm out.